So I says to the guy, speakermachine.com, hun.
We talk about accelerating your business by 2 years. I'm not talking about at the end of this course, you're ready to go talk at the Lions Club or give a Toastmasters. You're ready to go out and begin to get booked for money. Now, you may need to speak for free in some venues, and we'll show you how to do that in the booked section right here. But this is about going out and getting your business in gear. Jumpstart. If you wanted to become a professional speaker, whether you want to get paid by fee for speaking or to speak for free, sell your products and service, or to advance your cause, political, social, religious, whatever, this thing will get the job done. Okay, number one, I believe that in order for you to be effective at marketing and running a business as a professional speaker, you must understand the landscape of the market, the truth about speaking. So we will go through in this first section here, the difference between professional speaking, public speaking. There's 7,000 meetings a day for which people are being paid to come and speak, what the competition is like in the marketplace and how to position yourself. And I don't know how much we'll do on this, but it's awesome. There's a lot of fun to be had. And just to give you an idea of what the real speaking business is like. And my opinion is that you must outperform the competition by being better, by being smarter, and being more unique. And if there's really one word that's the answer to how to do that, like if you came to me and you said, Rick, how can I really stand out for the crowd as a speaker? I'm going to tell you one word: creativity. The creativity is how you get people's attention. It's the fundamental behind the whole Stardust factor. And so this is about literally how to outpace the competition and beat them. Most people don't really spend very much time thinking in a big picture way about how to position themselves in the marketplace. We're going to help you do that. So what meeting planners want, and I talk about this in the audio that you probably listened to, that I was at a showcase with a comic, and he was doing his routine, and he said, when you think of a comic, by the way, there's like 70 meeting planners in the room choosing speakers, like a big cattle call from this showcase, and all these meeting planners in the room. And he said, I know when you think of a comic, you think of people like Seinfeld or Dave Chappelle or Drew Carey, but guess what? I'm the comic you could afford. And it got a huge laugh because it's true. I mean, what people really want are, the old story says, okay, I can get the president, I can get Obama to come speak for our meeting for free because I know somebody who lives next door to somebody who drives a car, and the committee goes through it. What they really want is the most impressive person they can bring in. What they end up purchasing is the best speaker at the fee rate that they can afford. So our job here is to emulate, not imitate, but to emulate top professional speakers. And a lot of the big picture stuff is built on here. How meeting planners don't want risk. That if you talk to any meeting planners, every one of them has a horror story about hiring someone who totally blew it at the meeting. And these people have to live with that for years, that they brought in a bad speaker, somebody who made a mistake, did something wrong. So they're very risk averse. And they also understand the marketplace. They understand what other speakers are doing. So you can't tell the starfish story, the meat left story, the lighthouse story. They've heard those stories. They know you're an amateur if you're telling these. And that there's another dimension in that your marketing materials must satisfy the economic buyer. So while the meeting planner is actually doing the selection process and recommending the speaker, the meeting planner will have to go to the person who writes a check and go, here's the ROI for this. And that's where the cherry cough syrup thing comes in. So that's what meeting planners want. Felicia, do you want to talk a little bit about irresistible marketing materials?
Absolutely. Again, go back and almost back up to the better, smarter, more unique than your competition. Your marketing has to be the same. And you want something that when people read it, an event planner takes a look at that, when they visit your website, when they see your materials, they go, wow, I have to have this person. That's what you want. You want that essence. And so there's a ton of stuff. I just recently did a class on persuasion, and we talked all about how do you get people to notice you. And Rick and I actually did a recording on that. That'll be one of the bonuses you'll get, is that recording we did about how do you sell yourself so that you really are irresistible. So it's crucial. If you come across as the person that they can live without, then you're not going to get booked as often as you're the person that they can't live without. They have to find a way to have you.
Yeah, that's well said. My new definition of effective marketing is something that you cannot ignore. if you just can't ignore it. You can hear it and you can go, well, that's too much or over the top, but you find yourself later talking to your friends about it or thinking about it, something that you cannot ignore. And we'll go through here developing your power, all about the Stardust stuff, multiple streams of income, back in making money with this. But here, really, this is the course overview here and why we use the wisdom thesis, the Stardust factor, the Buzzy book to create the speech, why they're in this order and why that we do it this way. And the neat part, like you say right here, how in the world do I come up with something new, something fresh? Well, guess what? You go through this system and it automatically presents itself. It's almost magic.
So I says to the guy, speakermachine.com, hun.